not even not even a thought in my head of even just touching this book or even getting near it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Remna, and in today's video I'll be mentioning 4 books that you can read daily to help you remember Allah more often. Now these books, myself, the way I've kind of used them is like I kind of flip through a page, whatever page it lands on, I kind of read it, and that's kind of my message of the day that I go with. 2 of these books I use more often than the other 2, but I still want to mention all 4 of them because I don't know which one may be of more benefit to you all. Maybe one of you gravitates towards another book, or maybe one of you sees another book as beneficial. So I'm just going to mention all 4 of these books, and they're all really like easy to read. The first 2 books are the books that I use the most, and then the last 2 books I don't really use them too often. So the first book that I want to mention is Love and Happiness by Yasmin Mogahed. This book, I absolutely love it. I got this a while back, but this is an amazing book. Again, this is one of those books where all of these books really that I'm about to mention are books where I just simply flip through them. And for example, okay, so like I'm gonna flip through it now. I'm gonna pick a random page. Okay, so this one, right? The mark of character is not in whether or not we make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. The true mark of character is in how we respond after we've made a mistake. And that is so true. So simply like that, like every day you just flip through one page, you pick it, you read it, reflect on it, think about it, and as you go about your day, remember. The next book, this book I mainly use, so it's a kind of, I guess, weird, but like this is just how I function. This book I usually use if I'm like going through like, you know, a time of ease and I don't really have anything I'm really worried about per se. But if I'm going through something a bit difficult, and most of the time, you know, we all do, right? I run into this book, and it is The Timeless Seed of Advice by Bibi Abdullah. This one, again, like I read it more often. I don't tab it because, again, I didn't want to tab it. I just like it the way it is. But yeah, this book, again, is another great book to just kind of flip through. Like, okay, so for example, this one, we can flip through it, pick a page. And so this one says, this one is a hadith. So it says, you must stop your fingers from grabbing the water when the river, much like your fate, leads its own. And unto Allah is the end of all affairs. Someone asked Al-Hasan al-Basri, what is the secret to your piety? He replied, I understood 4 things. I understood that my rizq, provisions, sustenance decreed by Allah cannot be taken by anyone, so my heart became content. I understood that no one can do my actions, worship for me, so I started doing them myself. I understood that Allah is watching me, so I became ashamed to do wrong. I understood that death is waiting for me, so I started to prepare for my meeting with Allah. May Allah grant us this understanding, the ability to act according to it. So, okay, this wasn't a hadith, but still, a simple reminder, again, you can easily reflect on and just kind of think about it throughout your day. I really liked particularly reading this one through my tough times because I feel like these types of reminders, especially because this book is filled with hadiths from the Prophet ﷺ, advice from the Quran, from great scholars, from other people who have studied Islam. It's just hearing their words kind of really helped me go through my tough times. The next book is 200 Golden Hadiths from the Messenger of Allah. This is by Abdul Malik Mujahid. And so this is a very short, small, simple book. There's another version of this book. It kind of looks a bit different, but I think it's the same thing. And so basically, again, 200 hadiths by the Prophet ﷺ. Now, I have not used this one as often. I want to start using this a lot more often because, again, all these are hadiths by the Prophet ﷺ. And as we know, he is like one of the best of people. He is the most beloved to Allah. So again, you can easily flip through it, pick one. So this one says, whoever bear witness there is no God except Allah and that Muhammad is his final messenger of Allah will forbid him to the fire. You know, short and simple. And there's so many others like that in this book. And yeah, it's just, again, another great way to implement daily reminder within your life. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can just be in the car, be wherever, flip through one, read it, reflect on it, think about it, discuss it with other people. Okay, and the last book. Now this book, I've tried so many times. I think I tried like 2022 to implement this book, read it daily, didn't work. 2023, not even not even a thought in my head of even just touching this book or even getting near it. This year, again, I don't think I'm gonna even try, because it's like, yeah, I don't. But this book, again, I do at least want to have the whole like situation where I'm like flipping through one page, picking one and reflecting on it. And this is called Happiness Every Day, 365 Daily Tips for a Happier Life. This is by Safiya Hussein. I either stopped on day 136 or 137 or 214. But I think 214 is reaching. So I'm going to say I stopped at day 137. And again, this book is just basically every single day, like 365 days a year, there is some sort of reminder, some sort of thing. And even what's great about this book, it includes a task that you can even do. Not all the days, but there's some days. I know, like, for example, there's one day where it's like to remember to be grateful. So to write 3 things that you're grateful for. There's one where it's like, oh, you should like visit the cemetery and, you know, reflect on the blessings that you have in your life and reflect on your own life. There's one where it's like, do something nice for 3 people. There's another one where it's like, follow the sleeping etiquettes, the Islamic sleeping etiquettes. So again, there's so much just good stuff, and I think I definitely, now that I'm like actually saying it aloud, definitely want to give this book a go, just like how I give the Love and Happiness too, and like the other book too. So yeah, those are all the books that will hopefully help you with remembering a lot more often in your life daily. Again, these books have really short reminders that you can easily read. They don't take too long. You can easily reflect on them, read about it, and move on with your day, and even discuss it with other people. If there are any other short books that you know of that will help you remember a lot more often, then please write them in the comment section below. Let us know. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.